A bitty bitty. Hey baddies, welcome to my channel. Y'all, this video is low-key long overdue. Hold on, let me get my Vaseline. And I'm low-key rushing it too because I did got practice. I was just vlogging. I'm low-key vlogging as I'm recording this. But this video is gonna be my Q&A video. Ask my peoples to ask me some questions. I got a little bit of them, so I'm just gonna answer them. The video probably gonna be like 10 minutes long, not gonna lie. Y'all, look, I got my natural hair out. Are we vibing with it? Look at my braids. I feel like I ate. They're kind of like messed up now because I had practice and I was sleeping on them, but yeah. I probably let me get the questions. Hold on, they're on. Let's start with something slight. Y'all look cute. Hey, so basically, y'all, this is about my experience. If y'all don't know, I go to University at Albany. I don't really call it that. I call it UA or ualbany. I have a love-hate relationship with my school right now, y'all. But if y'all want to know the real, if y'all want to know more, I might do a part 2 because I didn't get a lot of questions. But also, it's because I low-key rushed a lot of things and low-key, I don't know. But yeah, but I'm low-key feeling myself. I feel like my face is like clearing up, y'all. The first question actually is what's my favorite thing about college? My favorite thing? I think my favorite thing may be like all the events that they do. I'm not able to go to all the events, but like they be like doing so much. Like, for example, like every time like you check your emails or whatnot, they always give you like a list of events that's gonna be happening like throughout the week, and like you could go to it. All the RAs always be hosting events, all the different organizations be hosting events. Like, you could never be bored, I feel like, when you come here, because I feel like there's always one event. There's at least one event happening every single day. Like, I remember I went to a pink courtroom event. I could actually put some clips in if I have videos, but I went to a pink courtroom, and I don't know if y'all have ever seen those on TikTok and YouTube where it's with India from Love Island and that other girl, and like it's people saying like they're fake cases and whatnot, and like you're like the judge. We basically had that. It was with this women's organization group that I'm in, Pulse, and like they reenacted like a fake courtroom, and it ate down. There was also another event that I had went to. It was like a dancing one. Basically, my friend dragged me to that actually, and it was like you got to learn different kinds of dances. So we learned compa dances, like the Haitian dance. We learned bachata, merengue, all that jazz. Wait, did I sound Hispanic when I said that? Did I give like accent? No? Okay. But yeah, my favorite thing is really like the events. I feel like you could never be like bored when you really like come here. Like, I feel like there's always something that you can do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my favorite thing. Let me think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Next question is UA really a party school? Y'all, it low-key is. I feel like the school itself is not a party school, but everybody in Albany, like, they love to party. And I remember a lot of people was warning me about that when I told them that I was going to Albany. They was like, be careful. Like, that is a party school. Be careful. Make sure you focus on your work. But it's like, if you're not a party person, you're not going to party. I'm going to tell you, I've probably been to one party since I've gotten here. Like off campus, because the parties are off campus, so that's really your choice if you want to become a partier. The party is really, people say it happens mostly from Wednesday to Sunday. From what I've seen, they mostly start from Thursday to Saturday. I feel like the parties seemed cool in the beginning. I didn't go to none in the beginning. I went to like one party and that was it. And after that, I feel like it's too cold to be partying now. Like, we're literally in November and people are still partying. But I feel like you do you. I feel like if you're a party person, you could go party. You just got to learn how to balance it. But yeah, UA is a party school if you want to call it that. But it really just depends on the type of person that you are and if you want to go party or not. I'm not that type of person. So honestly, you're not going to catch me at every single party every weekend. But I know some people, like a lot of my friends, like they will go party every weekend and they have a good time. They know how to balance their work. They know how to balance like their time. So period. And some of the parties like do be fun, but a lot of time there's actually parties, and sometimes like there's just frats. Like you go to like a block, like there's a block, it's called Hudson, like that's what the block is called, and like it's a bunch of houses and it's just full of frats, and they throw like mini parties inside of there. And like that's what people mostly go to like over the weekends and stuff like that. And most of the time, if there's like an actual party, like you have to buy tickets for, and if it's boring, people would just go to the frats. But yeah, it's a party school, I guess. Other question is, do I miss high school? I'm not gonna lie, y'all, there be times where I do miss high school, but it's not really that I miss, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I don't miss like high school. Like, I just miss like kind of like how my life was. Like, I used to be going to school, like I always had something to do. Like, I was busy, like specifically like my senior year, like I was busy. Like, I had 2 jobs. I was like the president of NHS. Like, I was doing things, like I was constantly busy. And then like I had my friends and whatnot. But like at the same time, I don't miss high school, because I feel like senior year is what really, if I had a different experience senior year, then maybe I will miss high school. But senior year wasn't really it. Like, people turned on you, like it was just bad. Like, I feel like my senior year had like a bunch of ups and downs. Like, I be telling people like my senior year was my best and worst year of high school, which is crazy, but it was mostly like more cons than pros. But I honestly feel like I miss high school some days, and I only miss high school because I miss like my real group of friends. But that's really it. That's really it. But I do miss like my teachers. Like, I do miss like my lifestyle sometimes, but at the same time, I don't. So I have like I don't know. Someone said, how's the transition from high school to college so far? And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, the transition was low-key hard. It was like iffy, if you ask me, because like when I first moved in, like everything was like cool, but like when you actually get adjusted, it's just like, wow, this is really my life, you know? Like, when classes and everything started, it felt like cool, because it was like, you know, like how you're in high school and you go on like a college trip, or you go on like a senior trip, an overnight trip, or like just a trip in general. You're like, okay, like this was fun, like this is cool, I get to go back home now. There's no going back home. There's literally no going back home. So in the beginning, it felt like I was just like on a longer like vacation, and eventually it became like, can I go back home? Like, hello? It's not even that like I had missed home, but like, yes, I miss home, but it's just like, it was weird. Like, I'm used to like a schedule. Like, 8 a.m. I have to be at school. 2:20 I'm done with school. I'm working till 3:30. I'm working my other job till 5:30. I'm going home, I'm eating, I'm sleeping. And I'll be in my bed by 10:30. Here in college, my classes are all over the place. I'm going to eat 50 times a day. I'm going to different activities if I want to. I'm in my room. I'm going to bed 5 o'clock in the morning. It was like I feel like the transition was like easy. Like, yes, like eventually I got used, like, oh, okay, like this is my life now. But I feel like mentally the transition is harder, because it's like, you don't know if you really belong here. You don't know if like this is right for you. You don't know like if you're gonna make friends. Like you don't know nothing. Like you're just coming into the situation blindly, and it's definitely more harder as you go away. I feel like if you're in the city, like if you went to high school in the city and now you go to college in the city, I feel like it's easier. You could still connect from your friends from high school. You still go home every day. Like I feel like it's easier. I feel like if you go upstate or if you go far away from home, it's definitely harder to adjust. And I feel like that was me, and I feel like it still is me. Like I'm still struggling to like adjust from high school to college, because it's like, okay. And then the work, just adjusting from transitioning from the workload is actually crazy, because in high school, like I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I didn't like used to cheat, but I always used to like finagle my way through high school. Like if I was a good student and if I was on the teacher's good side, I already know I'm passing the class. I don't even have to do the work. I know I'm going to pass the class. Here, it's like the teachers don't care. They don't. They're like, okay, cool. And they're going to fail you. Like I've done fail like how many tests of sociology to the point where I had to drop the class. It's just like, you have to like be more independent. Like you actually have to schedule your time better and like do a lot of things like way better. Someone says, is it worth going away to Brooklyn because this Brooklyn sugar honey iced tea sucks? Is it worth going away? I feel like if you want a whole different experience of life, it is worth going away. I've always known I wanted to go away since like I was in middle school. Like I've been knew that this UAlbany was my dream school since middle school. Like when I came here in middle school, like this was my first ever dream school. And obviously I learned about like HBCUs, all of that, and that became like my dream. But UAlbany always been my number one since I was younger. So I was just like, oh, I want to go away. Like I want to live a different lifestyle. Like I want to experience the independent life, the freedom, all of that. Is it worth it? I feel like if you're like an outgoing person and you like new experiences, you like to do things, you like to interact, you're an extrovert, I feel like it is worth it. But I feel like if you're already a person that does all of that stuff, like this is what someone had told me in high school. Like I was like, I'm going away like for college, and they was just like, that's so smart, because like in high school I was more of like I go straight home, like I do all of this, I do all of that, and I'm like, but a lot of people that I knew from high school, they was always going out, they always did whatever they want, and it was like good for them. But like not to say that I didn't have that luxury, that just wasn't my life. Like I wasn't always going out, I wasn't always hanging with my friends. Sorry if you could hear my sweet mates in the back. I wasn't always doing this. So I was just like, if I go to college, like I could do that. Like I could do what I want. I could do this. I could do that. And like I can't, like my mom is not calling me telling me to go to bed at 10:30. Like I could go to bed whenever I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, I'm not gonna text my mom and be like, Mommy, I'm going to the mall. Mommy, can I go to the mall? Like I could just go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you already had that lifestyle, like you could just go wherever you want. You could just do whatever you want. There's no point for you to go away to college, because you already like know what you like, you already could do that type of stuff. But I feel like if you're the type of person where you're like more closed in and you want to like be more of an extrovert, I feel like going away can help you do that, because you don't have no one to like set you back, if you get what I mean. Guys, my friend Rachel said, since you're in college, do you miss me? Yes, Rachel, I miss you. I miss all of my friends, like Tia, Rashida, Rachel. Like I miss all of y'all, Jody, like Carice, like Bree. Like I miss all of y'all. I miss all of y'all, like all my friends. Like I miss all my friends from high school, my friends from middle school but like I talk to all these people like every day. I know people be like, when you go to college, like your communication is gonna die down more with like people, you know. So you miss, girl, that is not my friend. Why Tia is on the phone and she's gonna text me, so you miss blank? That is not my friend. I said I miss all my friends. That girl is not my friend. Thank you. But yes, I miss all my friends from high school. The real people, the real. If you had to spice it up, I'm weak. But no, I don't miss the ops. And it's only 2 ops, so like you know who you are. I didn't say your name, so obviously it's like I don't miss y'all, because I don't. Take it how you will, honestly. This is my channel, I can say what I want. So another question I got was, how are you mentally? Because I'm struggling. Girl, that is so real. I feel like mentally, I'm struggling every single day. Let's talk about it. But also, it's not because of like really college itself, but it's because of like every single thing, like every single aspect in my life. I'm struggling mentally, but I just be like acting like it doesn't affect me until it does, and that's when I crash out. But all I gotta say is that if you're struggling mentally, it is okay. It is. What I feel like your best advice is to take time for yourself. I had to learn that the hard way. Like when I first got to school, like I was hanging with people every single day, every single day, every single day. And when school started, I got like by myself so fast. Like I got so lonely so quickly. It was actually crazy. It was actually ridiculous, to the point where I had to learn to do things by myself to make me happy, because I wasn't gonna sit here and wait for people to like do things with me, you know what I'm saying? And eventually now, like I have some like good solid people, but it's like before it was like, what's going on? And it was messing with me mentally, because I'm like, why no one want to do what Elmira want to do? Why no one want to come hang with Elmira? Why is there like no one in my life? Why don't I have no one to talk to? You know what I'm saying? But you really just got to take time for yourself. Learn to do things by yourself. I know college in itself could be stressful, because I'm telling y'all, when I first failed my sociology test, I'm gonna keep bringing this up. I bawled my eyes out. I was just like, this is not for me. Like, what's going on? And I don't know if y'all know, but I'm basically bad at every single subject except for English. So math is not my strong suit. Social studies not my strong suit. What else? History, science, none of that is my strong suit. Only English. So I was just like, if I'm failing sociology, imagine when I have to take math. Imagine when I have to take science. Imagine when I have to take... Like, it was really getting to me. But it's like you just need to find what works for you, honestly, guys. Like, please don't stress. Please don't cause yourselves to go crazy, because it's not worth it. Because eventually you're gonna like literally crash out, and crashing out's not fun. I would know, because I'm a crash out. Tia said she failed her math test yesterday, y'all. See, every day is a struggle. Like, every day. Like, please, if you fail a test, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. The next question is do you think you're gonna complete your full 4 years? I'm guessing like in college in general, or like here. And as of right now, like, I don't know. I would love to complete my 4 years here. Yeah, like when I think about my future, I think about graduating at UA. But like, you never know what the future holds. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. But personally, I do think I'm gonna complete my 4 years, because I'm not... Tia said no, come to Morgan. Girl, I'm not coming there. But personally, I feel like what's the word? I feel like, I don't know what's the word, but I know myself, and when I put my mind towards something, like, I have to get it done. Like, I don't care how long it takes, I will get it done. So even if I don't complete college in full years, it will get completed, because I just want to, like, you know, like, I just feel like I'm that type of person. Like, I have to complete college. I feel like that's the whole point. Like, I feel like I need to. Yeah. Next question is, what's your hardest class? My hardest class was sociology, but I dropped that, clearly. But I think my next hardest class might either be my journalism class or my film class. And that's crazy, because my major is literally revolved around film. I would say my film class, because when I go there, the class is mad long. It's like 2.5 hours. No, it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes. Then we're watching a movie that I don't understand. The movie is either in Spanish, in French, in Chinese, and then it's in black and white. I'm even more bored. And then it's like, I'm just confused, y'all. But I digress. But my journalism class can also be a hard one, because it connects to like news and like reporting on all of that. And that's not my cup of tea. Even though it's English, like, I'm good at writing stuff, but I don't like to look at the news. I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't want to hear about what's going on in the world. I'm sorry. I don't. And I know that looking at the news is important, but I cannot wait until my journalism class is over so I could delete the New York Times because it's actually ridiculous. That's all I gotta say. Next question is, have you had any falling out with your friends in college? So far, no. There is things that piss me off about some of the people that I do hang around. But, like, I feel like that's normal. Like, people are gonna give you the ick. And I've had a lot of icks since I've gotten here. But I haven't had, like, an actual fallout with anyone because I feel like there's no need to. Like, if I don't like you or if I don't like something that you do, I'm just gonna distance myself from you, for real. And I've learned that from high school because I'm tired of constantly telling people about my feelings and then they don't, like, acknowledge it. So it's like, if you don't care, I don't care, and I'm gonna move on. That's it. So my next question is, do you like your major? I like my major right now. I feel like my film class is making me not like my major. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys, if I was to switch my major, I don't know what I would switch my major to. And I've been thinking about that for like a long time because I've been constantly like having this battle, like, am I doing the right major? Like, I don't know. Because I really want to be a film director, yes. Like, I picture myself in like a world with like videography, like film and all of that stuff, but like, I don't know. I'm iffy right now. I'm thinking about if I want a double minor, and it's like, why? But it's like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I feel like right now I don't know what I want to do with my life, but also I want to be a film director. But it's like, I haven't had like the right person in front of me to actually talk to me about my field, and I feel like that's very iffy. Like, if I was a bio major, I will find like 5 people that could tell me. But like a film director is like, why is it taking me so long to find what I really want to do, you know? Like, I just need to know more about it. I need to network a little bit more. I need to, really figure out if this is something I want to do, because I feel like by the end of my sophomore year, I really want to lock in on what my major is going to be. But I'll update y'all. If my major changes, y'all will know. My next question is, how many classes do you have in a week and how do you study for them? Guys, I don't study. I'm lying, but I haven't actually found the right way to study. But in a week, I have... Okay, let me just tell y'all my schedule. So Monday, since I dropped my sociology class, I really don't have like a lot of classes in a week anymore. But I have 5 classes right now. Monday, I have my honors class. Tuesday, I have 4 classes. That's my honors topic, my honors discussion, my journalism, my honors journalism, and then my acting class. Wednesday, I have my film studies class. Thursday, I have my journalism and acting class again. And then Friday, I have no class, because before I had sociology. So I have 5 classes altogether. Right now, I don't study for any of my classes because I don't have tests for any of my classes for real. I only used to study for sociology, and look at where that's gotten me. Exactly. The only thing I do, though, I study for is like sometimes for my acting class because I have a lot of scenes and scripts to memorize. But I can't even tell y'all how I do that. I literally sit at a table, I read it. I'd be like, if it says eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I will say eeny, meeny, miny, mo 10 times until I have it memorized. Close the paper, I will say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's literally it. Next question. I need to hurry up. I have to leave just now. Do you regret going to uAlbany? No, I don't regret going to uAlbany. What if I had the money and the opportunity to go like somewhere higher, I probably would. But no. I feel like uAlbany is actually perfect though because it's not too far. Like, if I want to go home, I could get home in 2.5 hours, 3 hours. No, I don't regret it. It's a good school. I told y'all I've been wanting to go to this school since middle school. Like, my middle school principal went here. Like, if I had an issue, I would call her. I feel like if my mom needed to get down here in case of emergency, it could. Like, yeah. But if I had got accepted to Spelman and I had the money, y'all would have seen me at Spelman. No shade. But I love uAlbany, so I don't regret it. Next question. Do you recommend dorming with a friend or a stranger? Guys, I actually don't know how to answer this. Because I feel like it all depends on like your personal preference. Because as y'all know, I room with my best friend since middle school. And we haven't had like any like falling outs and whatnot. Like, because I know a lot of people be like, don't room with your best friend. Be careful. Don't room with your friend. It could lead to drama. But it's like, what's the difference of rooming with your best friend and then rooming with a stranger? Like, the same amount of drama, the same amount of things can happen. The only thing is that if you end up in drama with your best friend, you just lose out on a friend. But it's the same way if you room with a stranger, you just lose out on a potential friend. And it's like, I understand y'all don't want to break years full of friendship, but if your friendship was really that much to y'all wouldn't let rooming together get in the way from that. Y'all would have communicated better. Would y'all not? That's what I think. Like, personally, like, if I felt like I didn't want to room my best friend anymore because I don't like certain things that she does, like, I would communicate that with her. And I'll be like, all right, I think next year, let's not room together. I think let's not do this. Or even if we was, and we will have to set new boundaries, I'll be like, listen, like, let's have a talk. I think next year, if we are going to room together, this should be in place. This should happen. This should happen. I recommend do what makes you happy. If you personally think that if you and your best friend argue a lot, or you and your friend argue a lot, and you think that rooming together could get in the way of that and ruin your friendship, then obviously don't do that. But then also, I've heard some crazy roommate stories with people who roommate with strangers, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So I feel like that's really your personal preference. Like, I can't answer that. Yeah. Question is, what is your biggest regret in college so far? That's a good question. Do I have a regret? I feel like I don't have a regret. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So if whatever happened and it didn't work out the way it was supposed to, dang, it was for a reason. It was for a life lesson. What is my biggest regret? I know I've had like a lot of moments in college where I'm like, oh my gosh, should I have done that? Oh my gosh, should I have done that? But then later on, I'm like, all right, like, I'm all right. It wasn't that serious. Like, it's fine. Let me think. A biggest regret. I don't think I have a biggest regret. How are college classes compared to high school classes? College classes are bad. High school classes are good. No, like, college classes are like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. How are college classes compared to high school classes? Like, high school classes, like I said before, high school classes, you finesse your way. Like, you could cheat and you'll be fine. The teacher really won't care for real unless you, like, finesse it. College classes is like, you actually got to do the work. You actually have to understand, because if you don't do this, you're not going to understand this. And if you don't understand that, how do you expect to pass? And I feel like it's like not way more stricter, but you just got to be more, like, you have to be like more in tune with yourself. Like, you actually have to pay attention. You have to not pay attention, but you have to like take more accountability. Like, you actually have to like write stuff down, do this in your planner. Like, I remember in high school, I would go not write nothing down. If I had homework from my math teacher, I'll be like, all right, I have homework later. Like, I would have that in my head. Okay, do it. But I feel like college, like, so much comes up so fast. Like, you have to write stuff down. Like, you have to actually plan better. You have to do so much things way more better. Like, you actually have to think about stuff, if that makes sense. Anyways, I don't know. And last question. Well, there's two more questions. Someone said, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the dining hall cookies? And this is all I gotta say for y'all. If y'all want me to know how I feel about the dining hall cookies, mind you, I'm in my room. Look at what I have. This is my cookie jar full of the dining hall cookies. They're M&M right now. The M&Ms are the best cookies. Guys, this was the best investment I've ever made on this jar. Like, these cookies are too good. too good. But I be feeling scared to take them out the dining hall. Like, I be nervous. So I be having like mad people get me like 5 cookies each. And this is how I fill up my jar. Hold on, someone's calling me. But yeah, y'all. Dining hall cookies. Too good. Too good. Bon appetit. I love them. 10 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. Okay. Last question. Best and worst moments. My best moments. I have a lot of good moments. It's hanging out with my friends, hanging out with Gabby, like our walks. My first time going out, the social that I went to with my dance team, my first time performing. A lot of good moments. My worst moments is these stupid alarms that go off in the middle of the night throughout the day. Like, it always happens when I'm actually very tired. Another worst moment is when my room is dirty and I have to constantly clean it. Another worst moment is when I'm constantly crashing out and when people leave me undelivered for 25 plus hours. Like, I have so many worst moments. I don't like them, but I digress. My worst moments is having Hell Week and staying up in practice until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but I digress. But y'all, thank you so much for watching. I actually have to go for practice right now. I'm in Hell Week, so that's why I'm rushing these last few bits because the people are waiting for me outside. But I want to thank y'all for watching. If y'all want a part 2, let me know. I had to get this video done and out the way because it was in my to-do list for mad long. I'm about to start packing up as I'm talking to you guys, but I really enjoyed this video, and I feel like if y'all want to know more, like, let me know. I will do another poll in like a month for next semester, and I got y'all. But yeah, stay tuned. Hasta la vista.